We're getting from civilians saying that there might have been 3 shooters.
GC60, we've interviewed multiple people leaving the concert venue that is on the north side of Hacienda, east side of Las Vegas Boulevard, saying that there are multiple people that have been shot or were shooting in this concert venue.
And just be advised now, there's an active shooter at the Tropicana, active shooter at Tropicana.
Control 363, be advised, we're getting multiple calls of active shooters at multiple locations. May or may not be diversions, so officers are aware.
There's an active investigation, police suggesting there could be multiple shooters potentially on rooftops around this outdoor concert just by the Mandalay Bay Casino in Las Vegas, Nevada.
How much shooting was going on and them not being taken down, and like I said, there's definitely someone on the ground.
Did you have any friends at this concert? Is there anyone that you don't know what has happened to them at this point?
No, but I do know a lot of people that escaped with us, have friends that have been shot and they left them behind because, you know, it's fight or flight. You can't really, you know, take people with you and stuff like that, and especially in a situation like that, you don't know what to do.
They kept coming. That was the thing. It wasn't that, okay, let's all leave and now it's okay. No, we all started running and they came in. That's why there's no humanly possible way that guy, that was the only shooter. If you were where we were and how we were hidden and the way they came in and herded us all out into the staff parking lot and then continued shooting into the staff parking lot.
The following clip takes place outside the Mandalay Bay Hotel in the entrance. From that audio, you can determine that the shooter was somewhere in her area, as it was close. However, in this next clip, you can hear that it's from far away.
Now it sounds like it's coming from farther away.
One of the brave survivors, Allie Wester, went on a live stream as it was happening.
Y'all, there's a live shooter on the strip, and they're going into hotels, getting everybody. So, we were in the lobby. I don't know where they're taking us, but, oh my God, y'all. This is scary.
The next following clip takes place on the same night and takes place nearly 2 miles away at the Bellagio Hotel.
Okay, this is the live video inside the Bellagio Hotel. Everybody had to come together because there was mass chaos. As you can see, everybody is around here sitting. So we haven't been able to go back to our rooms. Daniel and I we were able to get to where we were at. But these are all people randomly sitting inside the Bellagio Hotel where the sheriff is saying nothing happened. As Daniel and I were sitting where bullets were being fired. And we were in the lobby at the lobby exactly that there was stuff that was going on. I don't know about the other hotels, but I do know about the Bellagio because I hit the floor and Daniel jumped on top of me. There we go. So, if anybody has any questions as far as what they're saying on TV and what is actually going on, here's the proof. We called the police station and we also called the news to let them know. Like I said, I don't know what happened at the other hotels. All I know is what happened here at the Bellagio because this is where Daniel and I were. And when the shots came firing in through the front door of the lobby and the mass chaos and stampede was when I was under the table and Daniel was on top of me, and until the security came back over and started screaming, everybody get to the back, and then we were rushed to the back corridors where Daniel and I were able to maneuver around from the 32nd floor of the Bellagio Hotel to where that we're just here because of everything that happened earlier, and now we're...
Well, whatever you're hearing on the news or whatever, who knows what...
Yeah, because what they're reporting on the news is incorrect.
Yes, so...
And, yeah, okay, so as long as you guys knew that too, that's what I wanted to make sure. Okay, all right. That they're reporting that nothing happened here, and we were actually sitting at the Petrosian Lounge when all the mass chaos happened, and we heard the bop, 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 bop. Yes, we were at the front. So, yeah. All right, so anyways, everybody, there it is.
What we can say with certainty is that there were 2 shooters, because it would be impossible for the one shooter at the Mandalay Bay Hotel to appear 2 miles away within the time frame that it took. The shooting lasted from 9 to 11 minutes. Many of the witnesses and survivors stated that there was multiple shooters.
I do believe that there was 100% more than one shooter. Every other person that I've talked to that did get unfortunately hit as well have all said the same things. When we got shot initially, didn't care which way it came from. I just know it was time to run. We ran about 200 yards in a 180-degree line from where the gunshots were coming from, at least the sounds. Got behind a car, made a call to my parents, and I thought that's kind of where I'm hanging out right now, at least until everything kind of subsides. Past that, I'm waiting, and all of a sudden we hear the little whizzing going by us, and the bullets are just flying by. And when something's coming up and down, or at least from a different angle, they're either going to hit the ground, they're going to... a lot of different things are going to happen. When someone's shooting from a straight horizontal line, it's just going to keep flying. As soon as we heard a little break in it, we knew we had to keep running. We heard the gunfires approaching where we were. They just started getting closer and closer and louder and louder. And I knew we were getting gunshots that were closer to us than where they originally started, and that's when we knew we had to run. I do believe that there were people inside of the venue that once the initial shooting started, and everyone kind of panicked, running everything. Once the lights turned on the stage and kind of lit everything up, it was a lit target. Every other night at the concert, everybody kind of exited right off Las Vegas Boulevard. That was standard. That was routine. You get out of the concert and you go down and go to the next casino. Well, at 10 o'clock, they closed every exit on Las Vegas Boulevard, every single one. They gated them all closed with chain link fences. 10:08, the shooting started, and it was we were pigs sitting in a corral. We only had one exit to go out of, and I'm sure nobody was familiar with where we were going. Everyone was just running, kind of following the sheet is what we were doing. The same exits that we have came in and left Friday and Saturday night were definitely closed. There were people that went over there and tried to leave, and there were cops that were telling them, no, you have to go the other way. You can't come out here. Go the other way, run the other way. There was just a lot of things that just kind of didn't sit right. Of course, they're trying to come up with and try and close this as quick as they can, and try and put this behind everybody, the whole country, the whole nine. But it was just very interesting, with all the police activity, even at the hospitals, interviewing the patients. I don't think one patient has been able to leave without giving another statement, myself included. As soon as I got discharged, there were 2 federal agents that wanted to get another audio statement when I left. And I'm telling them the same thing I'm telling you. I definitely believe there were at least 3 to 5 shooters, and 100% there was not just one person shooting from the 32nd floor.
What's more baffling is Vegas police have no idea why the shooting started or why it stopped. To this very day, FBI and police have never been able to determine a motive behind this attack.
For those who lost loved ones or who survived that terrible traumatic night, it is a disappointing end to a 10-month investigation that has left us no closer to uncovering a motivation for the massacre. Paddock opened fire, as you said, from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Hotel, killing 58 people attending that concert. He had spent several days bringing in an arsenal of weapons and ammunition to the hotel, but as seen on this security camera footage, luggage, nothing about his luggage caused alarm among hotel employees. And while he had complained to friends about feeling constantly in pain or fatigued, and his doctor described him as, quote, odd and possibly bipolar, nothing about his behavior raised any red flags.
By all accounts, Stephen Paddock was an unremarkable man whose movements leading up to October 1st didn't raise any suspicion. An interview with his doctor indicated signs of a troubled mind, but no troubling behavior that would trigger a call to law enforcement.
A receipt found days later showed that Stephen Paddock had 2 guests in his room. Who were these guests? And did Stephen Paddock even fire a gun that night?
First of all, how are you both doing?
I'm doing better each day, slowly but surely, just healing physically and mentally.
I imagine that you relived that a lot.
Jesus Campos, the Mandalay Bay security officer who was Las Vegas shooter Stephen Paddock's first victim, describing that deadly night for the first time on the Ellen DeGeneres show airing today. Campos telling the talk show host that he was sent to investigate a door alarm on the 32nd floor, finding the interior doors to the stairwell drilled shut.
And at that time I heard what I assumed it was drilling sounds, and I believed that they were in the area working somehow.
Campos then called engineering to report this situation, and as he re-enters the hallway, the second stairwell door slams behind him, he says, attracting Stephen Paddock's attention.
I heard rapid fire, and at first I took cover. I felt a burning sensation. I went to go lift my pant leg up, and I saw the blood. That's when I called it in on my radio that shots have been fired. And I was going to say that I was hit, but I got on over my cell phone just to clear that radio traffic for they can coordinate the rest of the call.
Not one person seen Stephen Paddock with a gun that night, which can lead us to believe that Stephen Paddock is innocent until proven guilty.
169 San Means, we got shots fired 4:15 a.m. Route 91, sounded like an automatic firearm.
Copy, code red at 169 San Means, you have shots.
179 San Means is coming from upstairs in the Mandalay Bay. Upstairs in Mandalay Bay, halfway up. I see the shots coming from Mandalay Bay. Halfway up.
How can one man be in multiple places at once? Why didn't they test Stephen Paddock for gunpowder residue? Why do multiple witnesses say that there had to be more than one gunman? The fact that somebody carried that many weapons without detection raises suspicion. We will likely never have these questions answered, and the official story has so many holes in it.